Good evening and welcome to the CaribQuest Media News Bulletin for today, Friday, September 20th in the year 2024. Broadcasting from Phillipsburg, St. Martin to the rest of the world, I am Tarana Granston with the news. Thank you for joining us. We begin by telling you new members of Parliament have been sworn in by the acting governor. In accordance with Article 56 of St. Martin's Constitution, 15 newly elected members of Parliament were officially sworn in today, September 20th, by Acting Governor Dr. Emiko Bird Lake. The swearing-in ceremony marks the beginning of the MP's tenure following the island's snap parliamentary elections held on August 19. They have all promised to follow the principles of integrity, allegiance, the rule of law, and the general interest of the people of St. Martin. Governor Bird Lake administered the oath of office to the new MPs during a formal ceremony, which now allows them to take their seats in Parliament and begin their legislative duties. This new Parliament will play a crucial role in shaping the island's political landscape and addressing pressing issues such as economic development, healthcare, and infrastructure. She encouraged them to lead and make decisions in an ethical and transparent manner. She was quoted as saying, "Set aside personal agendas and use your position in Parliament to ensure good governance. Maintain a united front as it remains a collective responsibility. You are democratically elected representatives of the people of St. Martin, and you must justify your decisions to the people." The MPs sworn in today include representatives from 7 political parties: the Unified Resilience St. Martin Movement, the URSM, the Democratic Party, DP, the National Alliance, NA, United People's Party, the UP, Nation, Opportunity and Wealth, NOW, the Party for Progress, PFP, and the Swaliga Action Movement, the SAM. The new parliament, which in principle is expected to function until September 20th, 2028, comprises Richanel Brugge, Egbert Doran, Melissa Gums, Risha Heiliger Martin, Ardwell Irian, Viren Kotai, Francisco Lacroze, Lyndon Lewis, Luke Marcelina, Franklin Myers, Omar Otley, Shimaira Roseberg, Ludmilla DeWeaver, Sarah Westcott Williams, and Darrell York. 3 of those elected are currently functioning as ministers and will perform dual functions for a period of 3 months until the next in line on their party's list is sworn in. The new parliamentarians will face immediate challenges as they work to address the issues that were central during the election campaign, including the energy crisis, the economy, cost of living, and post-pandemic recovery efforts. They are also expected to bring fresh perspectives to ongoing debates about social development, governance, and tourism growth. Immediately following the swearing-in at the governor's cabinet, the new chair and the vice chairs of Parliament were appointed in the House of Parliament. They are Sarah Westcott Williams, Shimaira Roseberg, and Ludmilla DeWeaver. The chairperson of Parliament, Sarah Westcott Williams, said the MPs have an important responsibility to fulfill their duties in serving the people. She reminded them of the trust placed in them by the electorate and said she looks forward to furthering a robust parliamentary agenda premised on civic engagement. As we continue with the news, let's tell you now that 5 minors have been arrested for assault and robbery on Front Street. The St. Martin Police Force CaribPSM has arrested 5 minors in connection with a violent assault and robbery of a man on Front Street, which took place on the evening of September 8. The incident involving a group of minors was captured on video and widely circulated on social media. Following the review of the footage and further investigation, the police was able to identify the suspects, consisting of 2 14-year-olds and 3 15-year-olds. The arrests were made on Friday, which is earlier today, at around 9 a.m. The Juvenile Division of the CaribPSM is now handling the case, with detectives continuing their investigations. Authorities are also closely collaborating with the parents of the minors involved, stressing the importance of parental responsibility. The police highlighted that parents play a crucial role in guiding their children and are therefore closely examining the parents' involvement in the situation. Despite the suspects being minors, they will face appropriate legal consequences for their roles in the assault and robbery, the police said. They are urging parents, schools, and the wider community to actively engage in supervising and mentoring young people to prevent future incidents. Police seek public assistance in identifying victim of KB shooting. The St. Martin Police Force CaribQuest is actively investigating the fatal shooting that occurred in the KB area on the evening of Wednesday, September 18, which left one man dead and another injured. As of today, the deceased has not yet been identified. The CaribQuest is urging the public to assist in identifying the victim. They request that anyone with information or those who may be missing a loved one come forward to aid in notifying the victim's relatives and advancing the investigation. Information can be provided by contacting the police on telephone number 1721-542-2222 or anonymously through the tip line at 9300. Police Central Dispatch received multiple reports of gunfire on Banjo Road around 10 p.m. Wednesday. Upon arriving at the scene, officers discovered a male victim with no signs of life. The area was immediately secured as detectives and forensic teams began their investigation. Initial findings revealed that multiple shots had been fired in various directions. Soon after, another report came in regarding a second man with gunshot wounds at Peterson Plaza. Ambulance personnel and police responded, finding the victim with injuries to his lower body. He was given first aid at the scene and transported to the St. Martin Medical Center for further treatment. As the investigation continues, authorities were alerted to a vehicle fire on a side street in Coal Bay. Firefighters and police responded, but the car was completely destroyed by the flames. The burnt vehicle has been confiscated as the police work to determine if it is also linked to the shooting incident. And a large quantity of confiscated narcotics and illicit items have been destroyed by the authorities. The St. Martin Police Force, in collaboration with the Customs Department and the Royal Netherlands Mauritius, the KMAR, successfully destroyed a large quantity of confiscated narcotics and other illegal items. The destruction operation, closely monitored by representatives from the prosecutor's office and the courthouse, involved items seized during various law enforcement operations. The contraband was safely incinerated at a secure location. The process was carried out efficiently and without any incidents, with all agencies ensuring the procedure adhered to legal and procedural guidelines. CaribQuest and its partners reaffirmed their commitment to safeguarding St. Martin residents by continuing to combat illegal activities that pose risks to the community. Jacobs honored as she bids farewell to Parliament. Departing Member of Parliament and ongoing National Alliance leader, Sylvia Jacobs received praise and commendation as she officially stepped down from both roles during a parliamentary session on Thursday. The meeting marked the close of the shortest parliamentary term in the island's history, lasting only 7 months. Jacobs was honored by her fellow MPs for her years of dedicated service, as well as her role as a public servant in the government of St. Martin. Jacobs and Cloyd Marlin were not elected back to Parliament during the August 19 snap parliamentary elections as part of the National Alliance faction. In her farewell address, she reflected on her journey, expressing gratitude for the lessons learned and her continued dedication to serving St. Martin in whatever capacity she can. She concluded by reaffirming her commitment to the island's growth and prosperity. She had been serving at the highest level since the year 2012. Over in Curacao, Prime Minister Pisas receives an audience with Pope Francis. Prime Minister Gilmar Pisas had a special audience with Pope Francis in the Vatican on September 18. During this meeting, the Prime Minister was accompanied by Monsignor Louis Seco, the Bishop of Willemstad, and Pastor Curtis Maris. The purpose of the meeting was to strengthen the cooperation between the government of Curaçao and the Catholic Church, with special attention to the development of the Curaçao people. This is not the first time that a Curacao Prime Minister has been received by the Pope. In 2015, former Prime Minister Ben Whitman made a similar trip to the Vatican. The relationship between Curacao and the Catholic Church has been an important one for many years, partly due to the worldwide influence of the Church on a social level and its ties with more than 183 countries. During his stay in Rome, Pisas also met with Cardinal Michael Sersny, Prefect of the Diocese for the Promotion of Integral Human Development, and various other officials. During these conversations, various global issues were discussed such as poverty, migration, healthcare, humanitarian crises, climate change, and economic inequality. Attention was also paid to how to promote people's dignity and holistic development. The audience and associated meetings mark an important step in strengthening the bond between Curacao and the Vatican, with the goal of fostering mutual support and cooperation on crucial social and economic issues.
Boost your business with CaribQuest Media. Hey business owners, are you tired of your amazing business being the best kept secret? Do you want your brand to shine brighter than the Caribbean sun? Look no further. CaribQuest Media is here to put your business on the map. Why us? Because we're cooler than a coconut. Our ads are as refreshing as a beach cocktail, eye-catching and unforgettable. Reach the stars. Okay, maybe not the actual stars, but our audience reach is stellar. No need to break the piggy bank. Our rates are so good, even your wallet will do a happy dance. Get started now. Join the coolest, quirkiest, and most effective advertising platform in the Caribbean. CaribQuest Media, where your business becomes everyone's favorite tune. Contact us before we get too famous. CaribQuest Media, turning brands into island legends. P.S. Your competitors already called. Don't let them have all the fun.
LNA Glamour Photo. Check us out at lnaglamourphoto.com for more information.
Excellence isn't just about reaching the top, it's about the journey that takes you there. At Enterprise Elevator Services, we redefine vertical transportation with innovation, precision, and unparalleled safety. Whether it's a skyscraper or a boutique building, we elevate your experience every step of the way. Contact us and ask about our customized maintenance and installation solutions. Enterprise Elevator Services, taking you higher safely.
Thanks for staying with us, and now for news-making headlines in the region. Grenada to host International Conference on Sargassum Seaweed. Grenada will host the second European Union Caribbean Global Gateway Conference on Sargassum early next month. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, as well as Felix Fernandez Shaw, the Director of the European Commission Directorate General for International Partnership, will address the October 1-2 event being held under the theme Turning the Tide, Sustainable Practices and Economic Opportunities for Sargassum in the Caribbean Basin. The conference is an initiative under Global Gateway, the European Union's strategy to boost investments that generate smart, clean, and secure value chains across the world. The Barbados-based delegation of the European Union said that since 2011, countries within the wider Caribbean Basin have wrestled with the growing inundations of Sargassum seaweed on their coast. It said that this phenomenon has a substantial economic impact on sectors like tourism and fisheries and poses public health risks. And the event in October will provide the estimated 250 delegates an opportunity to drive dialogue, action, and investment in Sargassum valorization and the development of value chains at scale to meet the magnitude of this challenge. Over in Guyana, government denies instructing police to target opponents. Guyana's Vice President Barra Jagdeo has refuted allegations that a recent police raid on the home of the parents of a US-based social media activist, Melissa Melimel Atwell, had been undertaken at the urging of the government. Jagdeo was quoted as saying, "I'm sure that there was no plot by the government or anyone in government to plant marijuana on this social media influencer." Lawyers representing Atwell and her mother and grandmother say the police carried out an unconstitutional search of the residence earlier this week in retaliation for her criticism and exposure of the People's Progressive Party civic government. They said that earlier this week, the police searched the home of Debbie Atwell, age 56, and during that exercise, they saw a black plastic bag with a Ziploc bag containing 27 grams of marijuana in a nearby alleyway. Police said in a statement that a gazetted officer led a team of police to execute the search warrant. Atwell's lawyers said in light of that matter, they expect a response, stating a justification of the search within 48 hours. According to the lawyers, no body cams were being worn by the police conducting the search, nor was the search video recorded, despite the capability of the Guyana Police Force to do so. LIAT 2020 launching new flights. The rebranded regional carrier Leeward Islands Air Transport, LIAT 2020, will be launching flights to 11 new destinations shortly. According to the carrier's CEO, Ashaf Abdul Salam, the expansion aims to provide travelers with greater access across the Caribbean, catering to both business and leisure markets. The flights will be launched to 5 additional islands after serving Antigua for some time, including St. Lucia, Barbados, Grenada, Dominica, and St. Kitts and Nevis. The CEO also emphasized that while ticket prices will remain competitive and affordable, the airline aims to be sustainable and profitable. They are seeking exemptions from other governments to benefit travelers. The newly formed LIAT 2020 made its inaugural flight to St. Lucia in August, signaling the return to the skies of the interregional airline. And over in Jamaica, calls for Prime Minister to resign. The ruling Jamaica Labour Party has dismissed a call for Prime Minister Andrew Holness to step down from office. The call was made Wednesday by the main opposition People's National Party, PNP, in light of the Integrity Commission's report on its investigation into the income and assets declarations submitted by Holness for the years 2019 to 2022. In a press release, the opposition said Holness's presence in office is a disservice to the Jamaican people and the democratic system. He must be a beacon of integrity, not a place to shield oneself from scrutiny. Holness's ongoing rearguard action to remain in power under a cloud of suspicion is unacceptable, and we call on him to do the right thing and step down, the statement read. The party also accused Holness of misleading Jamaicans when he said in August last year that no one in his party was under investigation for illicit enrichment. However, the Integrity Commission says it wrote to Holness on May 5, 2023, notifying him of the investigation for alleged illicit enrichment. This lady. Father, you know that we.
Looking to make your brand unforgettable? CaribQuest Media brings your story to life. From concept to screen, we create stunning audio-visual commercials that captivate your audience. Need a script that sells? Our talented writers craft compelling messages tailored just for you. And with our professional voiceover artists, your brand's voice will stand out loud and clear.
Whether you're launching a new product or refreshing your image, CaribQuest Media delivers. Call 1721-544-3200 or email us at caribquestmedia@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at CaribQuest Media or visit us at CaribQuestMedia.com and let's make magic together. CaribQuest Media, research, innovation, progress.
Attention readers. Heritage Tree Publishers is thrilled to announce 7 incredible new releases by acclaimed author Toriana Granston. Discover powerful stories of overcoming adversity as you dive into the pages of The Gift of Resilience. Delve into rich Caribbean culture with the short story anthology Coalpot Chronicles. Unleash your potential with the 5-fold mandate and journey into excellence with RIP Mediocrity. But wait, there's more. Toriana also brings you the Soul Harvest Daily Devotional to nourish your spirit and 2 delightful children's books that bring joy to young readers. Get your copy today at the Family Bookstore in Phillipsburg or Radio Maranatha in Marigot. Want to order at your convenience? Then visit Amazon.com and choose ebook or paperback formats or call 580-9335. That's 580-9335. For an affordable price, add these literary treasures to your collection or gift a friend. Remember, readers are leaders. Don't delay, get your copy today.
Welcome back, and now for news further afield. 9 killed in Israeli strike on Beirut, reportedly targeting senior Hezbollah commander. 9 people have been killed and dozens injured after the Israeli military said it carried out a targeted strike on the Lebanese capital of Beirut. Reports say Israel was targeting Hezbollah's operations commander Ibrahim Akil, who was killed. It is the 3rd strike by Israel on Beirut this year. It comes amid the latest cross-border exchange of fire, with Hezbollah launching more than 100 rockets into Israel today. Earlier this week, 30 people were killed in a series of exploding device attacks on Hezbollah members, which were widely blamed on Israel. Hassan Nasrallah, the Iran-backed group's leader, vowed to inflict retribution in a speech on Thursday. The IDF also says that the Iran-backed group fired 140 rockets at northern Israel from Lebanon, adding that its air defenses intercepted some of the launches. Hezbollah said earlier this afternoon that its attack targeted Israeli army sites in northern Israel. Europe will loan Ukraine up to $39 billion. The European Union will loan Ukraine up to 35 billion euros or $39 billion to help rebuild its economy, the bloc's executive arm has announced. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced the loan in a post on X as part of her visit to Kiev, saying that it marked another major EU contribution to Ukraine's recovery. Relentless Russian attacks mean Ukraine needs continued EU support, she wrote, adding that the loan was part of the G7 pledge. In June, the Group of 7, which brings together some of the world's largest economies, agreed to collectively loan about $50 billion to Ukraine, backed by profits from frozen Russian assets. Western nations froze Russia's assets in bank accounts located in Europe and the United States as part of a massive wave of sanctions enacted after Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered the full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Von der Leyen's visit to Kiev comes just as the winter heating season starts in Ukraine. Russia's bombardments targeted at the country's energy infrastructure have intensified in recent months, leaving Ukrainians vulnerable to power outages. On Thursday, the International Energy Agency said this coming winter will be the sternest test yet for Ukraine's energy system. 20-year-old charged in $230 million cryptocurrency theft. A 20-year-old man and his co-conspirator have been charged with conspiracy to steal and launder over $230 million in cryptocurrency, and federal authorities said the arrests are connected to an FBI raid of a mansion in Miami. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, 20-year-old Malone Lamb of Miami and Los Angeles, California, and 21-year-old Jean-Diel Serrano of Los Angeles were placed under arrest Wednesday night. The federal indictment alleges the duo, along with others, orchestrated cryptocurrency thefts and laundered the proceeds through exchanges and mixing services. One user on X, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, uncovered the moment Lamb allegedly landed more than $230 million in stolen Bitcoin from a victim in Washington, D.C. The indictment states that the suspects used the illegally obtained cryptocurrency to purchase international travel, service at nightclubs, numerous luxury automobiles, watches, jewelry, designer handbags, and to pay for rental homes in Los Angeles and Miami. The duo are accused of flaunting it all at parties, like on one recorded video, showing off the luxury cars and designer handbags. Lamb and Serrano are set to appear in the U.S. District Courts in Florida and California.
The Court of Guardianship would like to remind the public of St. Martin of some key steps to prepare your child for this hurricane season. This includes talking to your children about what might happen in case of a storm, talking to your children about what they can expect and listening to their concerns, stocking up on any supplies your children may need, such as formula milk and medication. If you are considering going to a shelter, pack snacks and entertainment for your children along with other necessities while staying at the shelter. In the aftermath of a disaster, parents or legal guardians might consider evacuating their children to another island. However, the option of evacuating your children should only be considered as a last resort. Being evacuated to another country will affect children's access to regular schooling and friends. Dangers of evacuating your children without being accompanied by parents may include abuse and neglect. Before you choose to evacuate your children unaccompanied by a parent or legal guardian, consider the following carefully. Ensure that the family or friends your children will stay with are people that you know and trust. Talk to your child or children about the possibility of evacuation. Listen to their concerns and answer their questions. You must also inform authorities and prepare several documents to evacuate your child or children unaccompanied, legally and safely.
Stay informed, stay empowered with CaribQuest Media. Tired of fake news and clickbait? Discover a reliable source of news and insights that truly matter. Join our community and experience news done right. With breaking news, get updates as they happen. Stay ahead of the curve with real-time alerts. We offer unbiased reporting. Trust our commitment to delivering accurate, fair, and balanced news. Get in-depth analysis. Dive deeper into stories that shape our world. Gain a new perspective. Our creative multimedia stories and features ensure that you watch, listen, and engage with dynamic content that resonates. CaribQuest Media provides global reach. Explore stories from across the globe, connecting with a diverse audience right from the comfort of your home. Tap into a world of information that empowers you. Don't just consume news, understand it. Join us today for news that matters. CaribQuest Media. Research. Innovation. Progress.
And with that, we've come to the end of our CaribQuest Media News Bulletin for today. For more news, be sure to check us out at CaribQuestMedia.com. I'm Tarana Grandson, thanking you for joining us. Please stay safe.